Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course, as always, about new makeup releases. I'm so glad that I can be here and just chat with you and have some, friendship time, kinda, right? So that is what we're doing here. In case you've just found me, I have introduced myself already, but please check out my channel. I am not uploading a whole lot of videos because I am much more involved in my real life off YouTube and off social media, which is very, very filled with 7 children and 4 rescue dogs. No, that's not true. 1 normal dog and 3 rescue dogs, and I am very happy about that I kind of find a better balance in my life than what I used to do here, uploading like 5 videos per week and stuff like this, but then as a result of that not doing anything else, you know? So 1 video, maximum 2 if I get around to it, but usually it's just this, what you're having here right now, and I hope you do enjoy it. And of course subscribe to my channel if you want to, and as always check out my description box. There is a link to the link tree, and of course that will take you to all my social media and also to a list with the discount codes that I have with the different brands. And if you hear this notification and if you see this sign, that will tell you that I do have, as of the time when I'm filming this, a discount code with a certain brand. Okay, sweeties, what do I have on my eyes today? It is actually a palette that I just received yesterday. And that's this one. That's the neutral palette from the Beauty Bay brand. And this is how it looks. And I cannot even tell you how much I am drawn to palettes like this. I don't know what I'm going through, but we will talk about that still later on in the video. Yeah, so that's what I have on my eyes. What do I think about the palette? Well, this is my first look because I just received the palette. The shimmer formula is never the biggest hit for me. I think it is by now a little bit underwhelming because of all the other amazing things that are out there. But it is, for the price and for the amount of product that you get, I think it is a very, very solid thing to have, you know, and that's basically what it is. Okay, sweeties, on my lips I am wearing from Adept Cosmetics. Are you done? That's my birthday girl. That was Raven. If you heard her, she was like doing some noise. I don't know. So that's Raven, my black German Shepherd, and she has her birthday today. Her first birthday. She's 1 year old now, and she was our first rescue dog. Very, very special and dear to my heart, as all of them. But she was our first rescue dog, and she was really not supposed to get to this age, right? Because we got her when she was 11 weeks old, and she was basically ready to give up, kinda, you know? So thank God we have her, and she has spent almost a year with us now, and we're super, super blessed that she is part of our tribe. Okay, so this is the shade Zest from the new Lippy collection. By now it's already, of course, I don't know, 2 months old or something like this, but this is the Lippy lip gloss collection from Adept Cosmetics. And also later on in the video we are going to talk about something new that is going to come from Unearthly. And while I'm already talking about this brand, the Don't Be Jelly palette has been on the way to me forever and a day. I think it went to Jamaica, like most of the mail from America first goes to Jamaica. I honestly don't know what is happening, why it is so difficult to differentiate between Israel and Jamaica. Please let me know. Or is there some kind of other issue? I have no idea. So please let me know. If you are working in the postal system in America, I think a lot of people have a lot of questions for you. So maybe you want to stay undercover. Okay, sweeties, let us go into the new makeup releases for today. I do have a lot of sneak peeks this time, but in any case, we're kind of in between the spring releases and the summer releases, so, you know, naturally there are a lot of sneak peeks and also some updates and, of course, also some releases. Okay, let's move to the side and let us go right in. Now, first of all, I want to update you on something that we spoke about a couple of weeks ago, and that was from Storm Cosmetics, and that is the new Ariel palette that she's going to come out with. Does she have a special name? Do I know? Under the Sea. Under the Sea. This is what the outer packaging looked like. Back then we just spoke about the outer packaging and basically the layout of the inside, which is going to be a big palette. That is basically all we knew. We spoke a little bit about my thoughts about the outer packaging. I had actually more thoughts after I finished filming, but I never feel that I need to then edit the video or something like this. Honestly, it is not that important to me because it's just makeup. But we spoke about, of course, you see the outer packaging, And I'm still going to get to the sneak peek, I promise, okay? But I just want to like quickly pick that up again, because there's also going to be another release that is Ariel related later on in the video. Okay, so we spoke about that outer packaging, and I read to you what the owner of Elijah Storm said, basically that Ariel was always her most favorite Disney character, and that she's so happy that Ariel is basically passing on the crown to the new dark, how does one say that? Ariel of color? I don't know how does one say this properly. Okay, so I said back then in the video that I get it, but also I don't. And that I think it is a very, very dangerous direction we're moving in if we're just swapping everybody. And I stand by that 100,000%, okay? I think afterwards, after I had finished filming, I felt like, what could one have done? Because just swapping characters, for me, that's too easy. That is too easy. Like, where's the creativity in this? Like suddenly Anne Boleyn is black. Suddenly Cleopatra is black. You know, like, why? I don't know. Just changing history is, for me, history is history, you know? And the only thing we can do is have a better future, work on the present, on the now, and create a better future. And just changing history, it feels like so fake to me, and I don't like it. All right, so what would I have done? Now, she can do whatever she wants, the owner of Elijah Storm Cosmetics. This is no criticism in that way. I just feel like what I would have done, if I would have wanted to bring in a Ariel of color. I don't know how does one say that properly. I would have done it like that. I would have left Ariel the way it is, the way a lot of people love it, and would have created a new side, I don't know, how does one say that? Like a new story to the Ariel, the existing Ariel story. I would have created a neighboring kingdom where a new Ariel with an amazing name, like let's say Penelope. Okay, let's call her an amazing Penelope. And she is super stunning, and all the guys love her and even prefer her. What do I care? But let her be from the neighboring kingdom. Let her have her own place. Not take on someone else's place. Let her have her own place, her rightful place as a princess, as the future queen, whatever. And let them have adventures together. Let them conquer things together. Let them, I don't know, have adventures. I have no idea. Something like that. I think that would be so much more healthy and so much nicer than just replacing everything that has ever been. Okay, so that is just something that I wanted to say to this topic. While listen, I'm not woke. I'm conservative, I'm religious, it's obvious, you know? But what I am is, I am a kind person. I let people stand. I let people live, like whatever. If people let me live, I let them live. And I think that is how it should be. And that is how humanity could be so much nicer, you know? I don't know, you came here for the makeup, so let's talk about the makeup. All right, so I have the first sneak peek of this palette. Of course, you know this is going to be a very big palette, which I really, really love. But now I know this is the first sneak peek of the actual shades and pictures. Shades and pictures, sweeties. Okay, so you see the first couple of shades here. This is about like 9 or 10 shades. And I think this looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to see the whole thing. Yeah, and that is basically, wait, do I know something else? There's going to be 13 duochrome shades, 6 shimmers, and 6 mattes. Okay, so this is basically what is coming. I don't know when exactly this is coming, but of course we're going to talk about this again when I know a little bit more, or maybe if I have seen the whole palette then. All right, sweeties, that was a very, very long feature. Okay, let's talk about Ladybug Glow, okay, because they're coming out with eyeshadow singles, which you can see here. These are available now. Unfortunately, I do not have more information, no price and nothing for this, but this is how they look. You see the swatches, very, for the most part, softer looking, which is really, really nice, very wearable. And of course that kind of a medium blue but super, super bright is absolutely stunning also. So yeah, so this is available from Ladybug Glow in case you want to check this one out. Then we also definitely need to we definitely need to talk about Gourmand Girls Cosmetics, because they have collaborated with Cosmic Peaches. Wait, there is a name behind this, because Cosmic Peaches is just the Instagram name. So the name behind that is Daniela Glover. Okay, so she is a makeup artist, and she has collaborated with Gourmand Girls Cosmetics, and they're coming out with two different palettes, two 9-pan palettes, and one is the Power Palette, which is the more earthy one, and then the Virtual Palette, which is the more colorful one. All right, and that is something this is basically what I meant when I said in the very beginning, when I showed you this palette, that we're still going to talk about this whole thing, what's happening with me in this video. So I think I love the Power Palette. I love, love, love the Power Palette. It is exactly how I'm feeling. And this has been kind of a long time developing, I feel, that I have been so much more drawn to those earthy palettes. Do you hear me speak about earthy palettes and grounding palettes a lot here on my channel? Like just go back, if you have nothing else to do in your life, go back and look at the other videos where I'm speaking about palettes that have like a nature theme, and hear me talk about this a long time, you know? And while I still like colorful, I feel more and more that, for example, the other palette, the Virtual Palette, while it is nice for whoever wants to put that on their eyes, but I feel that I'm getting to a point where this is too squeaky for me. You know? And of course this is all very, very much personal preference, and of course you can also combine both of those palettes beautifully and create a whole more I don't know, diversity, or how everyone calls this in English. But just if you don't know, English is not my mother tongue. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just trying to wing it. Okay, so but this is basically what they're coming out with. So these are exclusively available for Ice Cream Beauty Box, for the May box. Okay, so in case you want to check this one out, you have to go through Ice Cream Beauty Box, and this is how they look. And I think especially the Power Palette, I would buy this palette in a heartbeat. It looks beautiful. The balance in this palette is beautiful. The whole vibe of this palette is beautiful. The other one also, but it's just not so much for me. I don't want to say anymore, because I'm going through stages like everybody else, but I have been on the Earthbound track very, very much lately. Okay, sweeties, let us also talk about Luxie, because Luxie Beauty is coming out with 7 duochrome shades. This is a bundle. The bundle, 7 shades for $21? Wow, that's a good price. And you can also have them individually for $3 each. So this is available from Luxie. And wait, do I have swatches here? Yeah, I do have swatches, but I don't have them all in one picture, so I can't show you. It's too much work. Okay, but of course, look it up if you do want to. And here you see the shades. They look very, very foiled on the swatches and really, really nice. So feel free to check this one out. This is available now from Luxie Beauty. Then we should also talk about Sugar Drizzle, because they're coming out with the Red Panda palette. We spoke about this already, just about the outer packaging, which is of course super, super cute, because the animal that I designated for my youngest son, for Tekoa, is a red panda. And if you don't know, and I mentioned that already when we last time spoke about this, that I actually designated a animal to each of my children, just randomly, without research, just what I was feeling at that time, right before birth. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that is the red panda. Okay, so this palette consists of 12 shades, and I think, are there only 2 mattes in the palette? I think there are only 2 mattes in the palette. For me, this palette is okay. It has its own specific vibe. It is not so much for me though. I feel like the mattes that are in there, while they work with the color scheme and the idea, they're probably too light for me, you know? And maybe I would want to have more mattes in the palette. Well, for sure I would want to have more mattes in the palette, or then a all duochrome whatever palette, and then a companion palette with all mattes, because I always want it all, you know what I mean? So in any case, so this is the palette. This retails for $38, and this, wait, what's the date? This is going to release on May 20th. All right, so please enjoy the swatches. The finger swatches that you see there on the bottom of the picture look absolutely beautiful. Sugar Drizzle is an amazing brand, and when I say that this palette is maybe not so much for me, it is again just my personal taste, you know, so you make your own choices, of course, and that is all fine. Now let us talk about V Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the limited edition Air palette. This is a quad. First of all, I really like the vibe of the packaging and also the placement of the shades and everything in this palette. While I'm personally not into quads or 6-pan palettes, really not that much, because I love big palettes, but I really like what I see here. Now I assume that that sign on the outer packaging is the sign for Air. I wouldn't know, but I assume that. Yeah, so you also see the swatches. Now on the swatches, when you look at the arm swatches, there are two shades that look very similar. This could just be lighting or effect or whatever. Just in the palette, they don't look similar, just on the swatches. So I don't know, but you also see one of the pictures where the palette is kind of, it's not like this, but it's like tipped like this, so you can see also the shift in the shades and things like that. So I think it is a very nice release. Just again, that on the swatches, two shades in a 4-pan palette look very similar. I don't know if one maybe could have made a little bit more of a difference, you know, but if you use those shades on as topper shades on other shades, if you use those shades as topper shades on other shades, then you could get a different effect, of course. Like, let's not forget that, okay? But wait, $27, is that true? $27 available now from V Cosmetics. Okay, so we should also talk about their new release, also from V Cosmetics. That is the Poisonous Lip Drip Glosses. My grammar is so bad today. These are the Poisonous Lip Drip Glosses. Okay, so they look spectacular. I really like those ones that they are in, or components. Also the swatches look really nice. For the most part, they are super sparkly, which is really nice. I love that. And so that's basically what it is. You know, they are each inspired and named after poisonous plants. All right, sweeties, do I have a price for this? No, but they're available now, so in case you want to check this one out, then of course at the same time check the price. Okay, sweeties, we need to talk about Menagerie Cosmetics, because they are also sneak peeking something. Now it says here, sorry we are late in posting our next sneak peek, and so on and so forth. Okay, so here we have two multi-chrome shifting flake toppers. You see a more purple one and a more greenish one, and I do assume that there are going to be two more because of the packaging that you see on the left side. Packaging, as always, super nice with Menagerie Cosmetics. So there are going to be more releases or more things revealed super soon, so I'm sure we're going to talk about this still, but this is basically all I know as of right now. Don't know when this is coming exactly or what it is going to retail for, so stay tuned. Okay, then I definitely want to talk about a new brand that just basically came up on my feed, and that is Abstract by Amelia Cosmetics, and she's coming out with her Retro Noir palette. So this is just the first sneak peek, of course, and I'm super excited about this because again, it is a bigger palette. I can already see that there is a lot of dark shades in the matte section, which is the most important thing. Everything else I can negotiate, but dark mattes is just my thing. You know, I have a hang up with that, and I really love this one. So it says here, it is featuring 25 shades, including mattes, shimmers, and duochrome shades. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, and this formula packs a punch. So over the coming weeks, there will be more sneak peeks of, I guess, sections of the palette and all of that, and I'm very excited to see what she is creating there, you know. So this is basically, as far as I know, the first release of this brand. So this is called Abstract by Amelia Cosmetics. All right, sweeties, then let's also talk about Bella Boutte Bar, because they're coming out with 9 new hand-pressed multi-chrome eyeshadow singles. There are also 2 holochromes among them, and this will be available on May 23rd. I don't have a price for this, but these swatches, the hand swatches, this looks so nice and so foiled and so opaque. I am very much liking this. Very much liking this. But again, I am more a palette person, really. The singles that I have constantly get lost in my collection. I'm a palette girl, you know? So I'm still looking at the what was it called, Smoky Glam palette or something that has launched now from Bella Boutte Bar. Very much in love with that palette. It is still on my radar, like right here, you know? Okay, then there's also a sneak peek floating around from Adept Cosmetics. There is a black and white small little piece of a palette, outer packaging, basically saying this is coming at some point soon, or the reveal or the sneak peeks will start to come soon. Just wanted to make you aware of the fact that there is something new coming from Clematrix, in case you want to check this one out, or any of the other palettes that they have come out previously and are still available. So enjoy. Okay, now let us talk about Ulta, because Ulta is coming out with a mermaid, Disney's Little Mermaid collection. Okay, so I guess they have a beauty box. It says here beauty box, Disney's Little Mermaid edition. Now Ulta is not available to me, so I don't know the ins and out of what they have and what they don't have, really. But okay, so here I thought it was so interesting that they do a mermaid theme but stay completely away from this swapping of the characters, you know? Not the old character, not the new character, no character, basically just a seashell. Okay, but I'm fine with that. Like, I don't care, you know, just saying, you know, they approach the whole thing differently, and that's what it is. Okay, so you do have, of course, a palette, and you do have all kinds of other things, brow products, you do have glitters and glosses and balms and this and that and the other thing. In case you want to check this one out from Ulta, then this is available now for $20. The whole thing, I think. This is how I understand that is a good price. All right, sweeties, let's talk about Queen Cosmetics, because they're coming out with these lippies. Okay, now I think some of them are a restock that are being restocked now on May 19th, but there will be also 4 new shades. In case you own already some, make sure that you don't like buy the ones that you already have. Okay, so there are going to be 4 new shades, and all of this is going to be available later on this week. And just wanted to show you because it looks super beautiful from what I'm seeing here in the components, but that is unfortunately all I know. I also don't have prices. All right, then let's talk about Copacetic, because they are coming out with the Mother's Day multi-chromes, which look like this. Also here, swatches look really nice. This one on the right side, the shade Enrich, looks a little bit more like a flakier shade, and I know a lot of people have problems, including me, with flakier shades with the application. They always look beautiful, and also on the swatches they look beautiful. I just don't know how to use them. Honest to God, I do not know how to use them properly so they look beautiful. For me, they always turn into a hot mess when I put them on my eyes. Not talking about Copacetic, I'm talking in general. I just don't know how to use flaky shades. And I know from what I'm hearing that a lot of people have issues, let's put it that way, okay? So that doesn't mean that the shades are bad, it is just a matter of knowing how to apply them. And like I said, I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Okay, so, but in any case, these shades look really beautiful. And of course, if you want to check them out, they are available now. They retail for $13 each, so you can buy them individually, or, well, I don't think as a bundle. I don't know if there's a bundle price. I don't know, but $13 each, that is for sure. Okay, then we should also talk about Shine by SD, because they're sneak peeking their Hidden Gems collection. Right now, when I'm filming this, I do have 6 different shades that have already been shown, and I'm going to, of course, pop them up here. And this is basically all I know. They are I don't even know when they're coming and what the price is going to be. It's probably too early in the game to know that, but from what I see, they look really, really pretty. And my bestie, for example, is using Shine by SD a lot. I also do own, I don't know, probably like 4 Shine by SD shades, also singles, and I like I said, stuff like this gets lost in my collection. I always have to make a point of sitting down and saying, today I'm going to use singles, you know? It doesn't happen naturally to me. Now my bestie, she is exclusively really using singles, you know? So this is how different we are when it comes to our preferences, and I think it's awesome. So there you can see the shades. There might be more, I don't know yet as of right now. All right, so let's talk about BH Cosmetics, because they are coming out with their BH Los Angeles Sun Flex highlighters. All right, last time, before I went on my social media break in last summer, BH Cosmetics was announced to close shop, you know, and then suddenly at some point someone said, well, BH Cosmetics is still around, and I honestly missed that whole part of what happened. What happened with BH Cosmetics that they are now suddenly still around? Did someone else buy them, or what happened? If you know, feel free to let us know in the comments, because I would really, really like to know. Okay, so they're coming out with 5 universally flattering shades, and they retail for $8 each. This is available now. I think that is nice. Is it like something super exciting in the sense of outrageous and new? No, but then again, this is what most people need and use daily, you know? So, all right, sweeties, let us move on to Ivar Expressions, because they are showing us the first look for their retro palette, retro eyeshadow palette. Okay, so here it is. You see, of course, the anime theme on the outside, and then also the inside. The color scheme, it is very, very bright, partially neon, and it says here, it's perfect, we're obsessed. Whoa, it's been a minute, but we're coming back with a colorful bang. Okay, so this is going to drop on May 22nd. I do not have a price. All right, for me, this palette is too, I don't want to say too colorful. Yeah, but like I said before, you know, I almost feel like for me, these kinds of palettes are already too squeaky. I like colorful, but I don't know, like darker colorful. Does that make sense? But then again, of course, here is a certain theme also in this palette with the retro thing going on, and you know, so in any case, if you want to check this one out, then feel free to do so, because we all have, of course, different preferences. Okay, we definitely also again need to talk about Unearthly. I also already mentioned that earlier in the video. They are sneak peeking something. I think it is a palette. This is what I see so far. So there are like some kind of bugs and stuff, insects on the outer packaging, and they're like shiny in different colors and stuff. So this looks amazing. I have no more information about this. Yeah, I wish I had. It is probably going to be announced super soon, but of course we're going to talk about that. I'm excited. Very excited. I don't know if I'm going to get this. I wonder when Unearthly Cosmetics is going to pull the plug on me, because stuff never gets to me. You know, it makes no sense for them to send PR to me. No sense, you know? Because by the time I finally get the last release, the next one is already out. Like, what kind of sense does this make to send me PR? Really? For anyone? Stop. Like, really? You know, I don't get it. So it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I hate it. I honestly really hate it. But if I get worked up about it, then I'm just gonna be sad. You know? Alright, so let's talk about Black Moxie Cosmetics, because they're coming out with their Dark Matter collection. So this collection has 4 shades, as you can see here on the finger swatches. It is 2 duochromes and 2 metallics. This is releasing on May 26th. And do I have a price? I don't. Yes, I do. Okay, so they do have different prices. 2 of them retail for $9.50 and the other 2 for $10.50. Alright, so that is basically what it is. It's cruelty-free, vegan and handcrafted from Black Moxie Cosmetics, and coming super soon. Then we definitely also need to talk about Terra Moons, because they're also sneak peeking something. I only have a video here. I hope I will be able to take some nice screenshots, hopefully. Okay, so there's a new collection launching on May 26th, and this is all I see. So this in the video looks super sparkly, super nice. It is a little bit blurry, and it looks like there's a filter on it to make it more sparkly, but I don't really know a lot about filming and photography. It is just that when I take pictures, it never looks that sparkly, you know? So there might be something on top of this, but in order to create a hype for something, I kind of feel like it makes sense, you know? I don't know, but what I see here I think is really beautiful. I cannot wait to see proper pictures and swatches that we can see what we're actually getting, you know? All right, that is from Terra Moons, coming on May 26th. And then as the last thing for today, an update for Adept Cosmetics for the Seahorse palette. We spoke about that at the end of my last week's video, where I said that I really liked the outer packaging with those two kissing seahorses, really cute. And now in the meantime I can show you this. Okay, so here we have the color scheme, and I think it is actually super pretty. I especially love how the shades look on the darker skin. I think that looks spectacular. Okay, so this retails for $140. I have been told by now that $140 is not that bad compared to what other brands do. For 15 special shades, it says here 1 nude duochrome and 14 iridescent multichromes. Still having $140 or not having them, for me that is a lot of money, you know? For me that's a lot of money, but that is just me, and that's what makes it for me completely inaccessible. I will never ever with a good conscience be able to buy makeup on a level like this. Never, you know? Does that make me sad? It used to make me sad. It does not anymore, because again, I use my collection that I have way more. I'm buying less. I'm not on a no buy or on a low buy. I always find it a little bit ridiculous when people make such a big deal out of their personal purchase choices. It's like, just do whatever you feel like you have to do. Don't make such a big deal out of it. But okay. Yeah, it is just that I will never be able to afford that with all the other things that I need to, you know, supply for. Does anyone understand what I'm saying? Okay, so that is that, but I think this is going to be probably very successful for Adept, and I hope that a lot of people who can afford it and who don't get themselves into debts for buying makeup in general. It's not what we're doing here. Okay, then enjoy it, you know, enjoy it so much, because that is what makeup is supposed to do. It's not supposed to be a race for the next release. It's not supposed to just something that we have so we have it. We're supposed to enjoy it and we're supposed to use it. And if you want to have this palette and have those beautiful shades on your eyes and can afford it without cutting back on something that is vital, then go ahead and buy two. You know? All right, sweeties, that is it for today. And you also got some mothering on the way. You're welcome. All right, sweeties, I cannot get out of the mothering. You know, as a mother of 7, I do that all the time, and I cannot turn it off. So you'll just have to live with it, or you'll have to unsubscribe. All right, sweeties, this is it from me for this week. I hope you did enjoy yourselves. Of course, as always, leave me your comments and your feedback in the comment section down below. Check out the description box and the link tree and all of that. And beyond that, give the video a like if you want to, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, then that is fine too. And I shall see you here next week for my next video. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.